Yeah? Do I need a countdown? I'm live. Let's let some people come in. And we back. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Welcome in. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hit the like button as you walk in the door. I'ma hit it. 40 people in, only 15 likes. Hit the like button as you walk in the door. You know what? I'm gonna wrap this thing up real quick. I'm not even gonna make it to 1 o'clock.
Oh, you should make it to 1 o'clock.
No. Mercury is winning.
No. Does it sound better, y'all?
Don't fight against it. Everybody hit the like as soon as you walk in. I'm gonna cover a couple more shows.
That's what Seymour just said something that I really want to ask your opinion on that too. About
that's
what Ebony K.
talking
Williams.
about. That's what I was talking about. I'm doing the show tonight.
Oh shit.
On KBLA Talk 1580. I'm doing the show tonight. Are y'all ready to hear this show?
Oh.
Misogyny versus misandry tonight. The hatred of men versus the hatred of women tonight.
Wow.
On KBLA Talk 1580. Y'all already know how I do on that show. I'm finna go off. Misogyny versus misandry. The misandrists are basically saying misogyny is thousands of years old.
Mm-hmm.
And misandry is a response to that now that we got power. We hate you for what y'all done. Oh, tonight, misogyny versus misandry on KBLA Talk 1580. We about to go in. We about to go in.
Oh, it's gonna be so dope. That's gonna be dope.
Somebody said, he who thinks that I stand with Ebony, that's funny. Let me just say this, man. Like, the reality of it is you don't create the system that creates the criteria, that creates the grade.
Mm.
So you grading and evaluating people based on a system you didn't have a hand in building.
My Lord.
The way the educational system works is you are a participant in a system. And if you meet certain requirements that the system has laid out for you, then you reach a certain plateau in society.
Mm.
And at a certain plateau in society, you deal with certain people. And then you got the nerve to get it in your head egoically that if you're doing better or you're higher up on the rung of society, that you're better than those that are lower than you.
Mm.
This isn't speaking to Ebony K. I don't know her. But I do know about elitism.
Mm. Elitism. Mm.
Black people in America, you got to remember, most of the wealthy black people in America, and I'm wealthy, not rich, not well-to-do,
Well off.
not well off, wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
83 million white families in America. Like 15 million of them got 2-3 million or more. 15 million families? Okay. Like 12 million of them got upwards of $10 million or more. White business in America has $11 trillion in capital. Black business got what, like 2, 3?
We don't
Like,
mind buying their stuff.
Like, people don't listen. You can't have a high value conversation unless you're talking about the wealth gap. Everybody want to have this conversation, but they don't want to add in systemic racism listen, systemic racism that created conditioning. People think you making excuses if you bring up the conditioning. Okay. All right. So when I twist the corner in my neighborhood that I guess I'm not supposed to live in, but when I twist the corner in my neighborhood and the CHP give me the side eye. Like why are you in this neighborhood? Because I live here. That's part of it.
I like to lock my door when I see white people. Like,
what I'm saying is, man, it's a bigger argument to be had. If you're judging people in a transactional way, if you're judging people, it's not, listen, if you didn't write the education, it's not excellence. Let's have that argument. Malcolm X said, that's one of the worst things you can do is have your oppressor educate your children. But what we do is, listen, man, my daughter graduated this weekend. I was happy than a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But you think I don't understand that she graduated from a Jesuit university? You think I don't understand? I'm happy for her. You bust your ass. You got through. You did your thing. Great. You finished the job. I'm patting you on the back because you went through it. You got through it. You got it done.
You finished your course.
But listen, man, we got to educate our own kids. Let me tell you something. My presence in their life kept them from being brainwashed. How about that? I got 2 college graduates and I'm working on a 3rd. But please, make no mistake, their education is not directly connected to their self-esteem. Their education is like a tool in the toolbox. If I need this, I can use this. Boom, boom, boom. But their sense of self comes from me, they mama. Do you understand? That's where their sense of self come from. They're not elevated in spirit because they got a piece of paper on the wall that makes them think they are better than. And I'm not saying this is what that sister was talking about. I'm not saying that. I don't even know. What I do know is black people got an identity crisis, an ego crisis, an anxiety crisis, and an evaluation crisis. Because guess what? We're constantly looking, we got a validation crisis. We're constantly looking to be validated by the system that has harmed us, that has humiliated us, that has disrespected us. Man, judging your woman or your man by virtue of this system. This system. You've been hearing me say it on KBLA for 1.5 years. You've been hearing me say it on the So What show for, what is it, since 2012? It is no measure of health to be fully integrated into a sick society. J. Krishnamurti. Sounds cool. Soundbite. I can use it to sound deep. No, it's real. This is a sick culture. A sick culture gives you a degree. What is a degree? Is it like masonry? What is the symbology of the robe? What is the symbology of the mortar cap? cap and gown. The gown looks similar to the robe, black robe that the judge wears. What is the cap representative of?
The cap is a cap. Okay.
You have a mortar board on the top of the cap, the square. The square is 4 90-degree angles. The 4 90-degree angles represents 360 degrees, but within the finite, within the construct, within the system. So when you get a degree from college, are you initiated? Oh, yes, because you become an alumni, an illuminated one within the system of education. Remember, the good brother, Dr. Umar Johnson, said education is really indoctrination. You need people in your life whose spirit is stronger than the indoctrination of Western education. Your mama and your daddy's spirit supposed to be stronger than the education you're getting from the university, so you don't lose yourself. Knowledge is a tool. Knowledge shouldn't be knowledge is a tool. Knowledge is a reflexive memory. We're talking about technical knowledge. This is why they ask you, what is your major? What field of education are you going to go in so you can apply that to what you want? Listen, to what you want to do. Not who you are, not what you want to be. You are you. Your education is designed to give you a skill set that you can use. Your self-esteem should not come, listen, from your education. Your self-esteem should come from self-knowledge. I don't know if they heard that. Self-knowledge is where your self-worth should come from, is where your self-acceptance should come from, is where your self-esteem should come from. Self-knowledge. Who am I? And where did I come from? And who are my people? And what did we believe that is outside of the purview of Western observers who are looking to do what? Minimize what we believe about ourselves. Most educated people are master code switchers. Highly educated people, master code switchers. You couldn't keep it real because you're afraid to lose that check. You code switch. You switch off your culture. You switch off your ethnicity. You act a certain way in front of people. In a way, it's like professional deception.
Oh, intellectual magicians.
Come on, man. It is no measure of health to be fully integrated into a sick society.
People that I think you said in life about the tools and stuff that you collect. It's so many people though. Nowadays.
Hey, wait. Kenny Bless said jargon. Speak on it.
You know my brain, honey.
I'm sorry.
But no, you're talking about the tools, and I think a lot of people be in fantasy worlds, and they really think they don't need tools to build. The only thing really you can build that, nowadays without any tools, that's a house is made out of Legos. You can just put those on top of each other and just stack them.
Wow.
But you can't turn no water on in no Lego house.
Man, I be listening to people talk, man, and it's just like, can't have no motherfucking. First off, who created the classes? Who created the classes? If you didn't create it, you can only participate in it.
He said it's sort of like jargon. If you don't know it, you're lost. Oh, if you don't know what the jargon is, of like lawyer talk and stuff like that, like you don't know, then okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And shout out to Kale all day.
Hey, y'all don't want to miss tonight. KBLA Talk 1580. I'm not going to stay in here long, man. This has been a hard day already. People are not, no, seriously, people are not responding to the call to action. I need people to buy these books, right? I am offering a deal for the next 500 copies that are sold. This is a $350. My coaching is $300 an hour. This is a $350 deal. All you got to do is buy one of my books. We want to sell 500 copies. I only have 40 copies of The Holographic Relationship left. Go to my website, mrzowhat.com. But I do have 500 copies of The Shrouded Lighthouse. Anybody who buys The Shrouded Lighthouse right now, go to my website right now. You already know I'm going to the post office today and tomorrow to get these packages from the end of last week shipped off. But if you want, boom, if you want The Shrouded Lighthouse, you're going to get an autographed copy, hand autographed copy, as well as a personalized note, as well as a 1-hour coaching mentor session. Do it right now. I want to see people doing it right now. Please order The Shrouded Lighthouse at mrzowhat.com. This is a call to action. Now, you guys know, lately I promote everything other than me. I promote everything other than me most of the time.
You're very unselfish.
And I love it when you guys support Black-owned businesses, but when you turn a cold shoulder to me,
My Lord.
I'll be like, what the fuck? Go support my brand. You'll get some coaching. You'll get a free inspirational personalized message as well as an autographed signature. You'll get all of that. And that's for the next 500 copies. I have more than 500 copies, but I'm doing this special for the 500 copies. Go to my website, mrzowhat.com. Go there.
It's the Mother's Day special. Mother's Day coming up next week.
Yeah, how about that? How about show some love for your brother? Show some love for your brother's business. As often as everybody come in here and turn up and have a good time and do all of that, hell, we getting shadow banned today. Normally we get about 800 people in here.
Well, some people said that they didn't get notifications.
Of course they didn't get notifications. The fuck? So, call to action. Go get that book. All right, here's my next story. Here we go. California AB 3121 Reparations Task Force released reparations recommendations. This is for the state of California. Some ask, do they even make sense? The task force recommends up to $1.2 million for a 71-year-old black person in California. The California Reparations Task Force released their recommendations, and according to the New York Times, it calls for billions of dollars. The problem in California is its $22.5 billion deficit, leaving the question, what is the end result of the panel's work? In other words, the state of California, which is the 5th largest economy in the world, still has a $22.5 billion deficit. One such estimate laid out in the report determined that to address the harms from redlining by banks, disqualified people in black neighborhoods, these are all of the reasons why nobody should be like, I'm a high value man. It doesn't mean that there aren't pockets of black people that are doing well.
You're just an uppity nigga. That's it.
Or just be humble that you made it through.
Thank you.
Just humble, shut the fuck up, get to the side. Listen, spiritually, do you know what you got to do to be an absolute dog and winner in this type of toxic society? Don't you know you got to eat souls? Oh my God. I know people don't want to hear this right now, but I feel like I need to talk about it. Do you know you got to eat souls? You got to become a goddamn soul eater. You can't really care about people. Corporations don't really care about people. Sarah, look up the documentary.
The documentary
called The Corporation.
Oh, let me see. Okay, the documentary. Okay.
See, a lot of women, I need a high value man. I need a man to do this. I need a man to blah, 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 da, 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 da. And he got to have this. Da, 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 da. Okay.
What?
He might have everything you said he got to have, but what if he don't have the spirit to go along with it?
Oh, Lord.
What if he doesn't have the empathy to go along with it? What if he doesn't have the understanding to go along with it? What if he's one of these dogs out here that are designed to conquer and eat the world? You think you're going to tell him what to do? No. Do you? Okay. This okay. Takes a certain, okay. I don't think people understand what it takes to be up here. These people don't care about lives. When we talked about the Bohemian Society, at the Bohemian Society got a giant owl. The owl is Boomy. The owl represents wisdom. 360 degrees of wisdom. Your mortarboard on your cap is also 360 degrees, but it is a finite 360 degrees because it is 4 left turns. Finite. The square is finite, although it's 360 degrees. It is not infinite like the circle because no one knows where the circle begins or ends. That's 360 degrees. That is infinite versus the finite mortarboard 360 degrees. The owl's head can turn 360 degrees for observation. One of the rituals that the 1% and the world leaders are doing at Bohemian Grove is called the death of care. It's a whole ritual talking about killing care. And you talking about you want a skyballer. You talking about you want one of those. Listen, your soul is on the menu. These are people that don't give a damn.
Oh, Lord, your soul on the menu.
Okay.
Lord have mercy.
All right. Just look at, okay, all right. And listen, I'm not at that level. But that's a level to be on. And what is asked of you. What you got to do. The whole ritual is called the death of care. These are the world leaders, the 1%. Go there. Come on, man.
I think it's so crazy, too, that when all this stuff going on, they're about to have the Hunger Games again, but they're about to show you how it all got started.
The Hunger Games. Listen, banks are crashing.
Yeah.
Banks are crashing. The wealth gap is already stupid. Majority of houseless, homeless people are black men. Okay. All right. You think your beauty is currency enough? I'm cute. Okay. Man, okay. Man, one such estimate laid out in the report determined that to address the harms from redlining by banks which disqualify people in black neighborhoods from taking out mortgages and owning homes. Eligible black Californians should receive up to $148,099. That estimate is based on a figure of $3,366 for each year they lived in California from the early 30s to the late 70s when what is this? When federal, this is a typo. When federal to address the, it should say when failure to address the impact of policing and mass incarceration. The report estimates each eligible person would receive $115,260 or about $2,352 for each year of residency in California from 1971 to 2020 during the decades-long war on drugs. This is according to the New York Times. Several activists have been critical of the bill already, one of which is Euroweb. One of which is Antonio Moore, attorney Antonio Moore, testified, and I think Tariq testified too, testified as a lead expert for the bill prior to the above recommendations or the task force members being selected. Moore stated this should have always focused on the federal government as he intended, not the state. Not state outlays from California. He also alluded to the fact that a $1 million number per person in the state with a multi-billion-dollar deficit only furthers the problem with the panel's recommendation, creating mass confusion within the media on the topic of reparations being lineal. And he also states the task force simply saying it's up to the legislator now isn't the answer to the fix. Here you go. As I told you back in March, this California AB 3121 reparations recommendation would not make sense when released. Now it's up to $1.2 million for someone 71 years old. Thus, randomly breaking this down by age, this elementary calculation isn't proper form for lineal reparations. In other words, if you old as hell, you get the most amount of money based on how long you lived in the state.
If they gonna give you over $100,000 after taxes, you'll get $100 in California.
Man, and like he brought up a great point, and that is why is California outlaying what reparations should look like when this should be a federal government issue? This should be coming from the federal government.
And also,
Charles Taylor just bought a book. Charles Taylor, you gonna get an autographed copy of your book? I want you to email me at vor106@gmail.com. I'm available on the weekends, brother. I will set it up with you, and we will do a coaching session, 1 hour session. Listen, that's the first book. We 2 hours into this motherfucker, and only one book. We done sold some pills though.
Y'all on them pills.
Man.
But
sold some books.
Come on, books. Come on, y'all. If y'all are tuned in right now, that means you're seekers of knowledge. And the knowledge in which you're getting here free, it also comes in the form of a book that you can support. Right?
Oh.
Right. Back to you, Zoe.
All right, I'm ready to go.
No, don't.
It's time to go. It's 1:02. I'm leaving. Listen.
Lord Jesus.
Y'all got to understand, this shit ain't going to... Boy... what we talking about? Technology advancing. Okay, we got one more thing to talk about. One more thing. Fuck it. One more thing.
And another one.
Shit. One more thing. We said World Health Organization declares end to COVID-19. Yeah, shit. I guess we got to talk about this.
Oh, you already talked about COVID, didn't
No.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Man. I hope this ain't true. Is there any video evidence to prove that this is true? I hope it's not true. Chris Brown and Usher both take the stage at Las Vegas Music Festival after alleged fight. I hope this is not true. The musicians allegedly got into an altercation at the Skate Rock City roller rink.
Niggas getting in fights at the roller rink.
On Saturday morning. Chris Brown and Usher took part in the Lovers and Friends Music Festival in Las Vegas on Saturday evening following a fight that reportedly took place between the two musicians earlier in the day. On Saturday morning, this is Chris Brown's birthday, I think. On Saturday morning, Brown, 34, allegedly got into an argument with Usher, 44, during his birthday party at the Skate Rock roller rink, as seen in a video. So there's a video of it.
But it's not of any, you don't see any
by TMZ. Hollywood Unlocked was the first to report the news. Per TMZ, Brown was attempting to talk to Tiana Taylor and became angry when she ignored him.
What?
Tiana Taylor is married to Iman Shumpert.
Yeah. And won a season of The Masked Singer. But that's a weird. She was just at Usher's concert dancing with him.
So he tried to talk to Tiana Taylor and became angry when she ignored him. This is all alleged. Everything we said on this damn show is alleged.
It don't even make sense. They all friends, ain't they?
Which caused Usher to intervene and try to calm the singer. The outlet said that Brown then told his crew they were leaving and they exited the facility, though Usher followed after them. Usher then returned from meeting the group behind a series of charter buses with what appeared to be a bloody nose. According to TMZ, which cited an eyewitness, representatives for Usher, Brown, and Taylor did not immediately respond to People magazine's request for comment.
This just seemed like some real hood stuff. You got the roller rink, you got the charter buses like they about to load up to go to the casino. Shout out to my mama. But, it's just real. These are megastars. These are superstars.
Megastars in a sick society.
Then there's that.
Which are considered, these guys are considered a catch. No disrespect. These guys are considered, hey, you good. You get one of these guys. No disrespect. I don't know any of them personally. No disrespect. But because of their status, because of their wealth, okay. I'm telling you, man, I can see it and I can feel it in people's spirit, man. We're less and less human, less and less spirit, more and more animal. Animals are only concerned about safety. Eating and safety. Eating, surviving, and safety. That's it. And most relationships are predicated on that. Eating, survival, and safety. All right, I'm leaving for sure now.
Oh, well, it's some, you have some sleuths in the chat room.
I got some who?
Some sleuths, some detectives here. C_Wall6 says Chris is mad at Tiana Taylor because she backed out of performing with him at the American Music Awards. He was talking to her, asking her why she was there at his birthday party.
I don't know if it's real. Like I said, I don't know if it's real. I'm not gonna say it's real. There's no video footage. I don't know if it's real. But let me just say,
I think it's
as
the hype
an
of their
older
verses.
brother, I'm one of them old young niggas. I'm a young old nigga. I'm not elderly yet, you know. As a young old nigga who done made a gang of mistakes, bruh, y'all gotta come together, man, and figure out shit in a different way. Oh Lord, oh God, they
I
done
should
got
say, watch this.
dream luxury in here talking. Anyway, I hope.
What? They like Chris Brown like that.
No, I'm just saying, man. I hope those brothers can work it out. I'm sorry. I just hope those brothers can work it out, man.
Or have a dance battle. Let me see if you run it. It's your man on the floor. Hey, come on, bro. That would be amazing.
See if you run it. See if you run it.
Don't you see them like moonwalking like on each other like challenge?
Shalom. Is your man on the floor?
Let me know. Let me know.
You old hard singing ass thing. Let me know.
Ooh, yeah. That is crazy.
Let me know.
Let me know. That's the live version.
Oh man, y'all stupid. No, I was just in the studio, not in the studio. I was in the cigar lounge, and I was talking to a friend of mine who hard singing ass niggas. I was talking to a friend of mine who's an executive over in the on the publishing side at Universal, and I was telling him, you know, we always talk music industry stuff, and I was telling him what would be amazing instead of actually doing a versus is if Chris Brown and Usher could come together and do an album.
Oh my goodness, that would be amazing.
Because I was explaining, like, Usher predates Chris, and they would cover like 4 generations. They would cover some generations because Usher's been in the game since he was a kid, and a lot of his fans have grown up with him. And in my estimation, Usher has gotten better. I mean, he was always talented. He was always a great singer, a great performer, or whatever. He was always talented, but he's even better now. His vocal capability is really strong, and he has an amazing body of work. He got hit records. But and then you look at Chris. Chris is similar in this regard. He's a young artist that, you know, made records, and his fans grew up with him, but it's a slightly younger generation. And I was like, yo, they should do an album called Crusher. Chris and Usher.
Whoa.
Crusher.
Crusher?
Yeah.
Like Bennifer?
Crusher.
Oh, like that would be dope.
Or, you know, and they just come together, man, and like and take the Michael Jackson blueprint, make killer songs, compile killer songs, and make sure that every song on the album has a video, and then support that with a tour, a world tour. They would kill. Crusher.
That would be,
They would destroy. So I'd rather see these brothers break bread together than fight each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, break bread.
Chris winning hands down, though. It came down to squabbles.
Oh, God, here goes Seymour. I don't know. Listen, I don't know these people personally. People talking about Chris Brown allegedly has a drug addiction. I don't know. But Crusher, Chris Brown and Usher, it's over.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Or my daughter said, call it R&B. Raymond and Brown.
Whoa.
That was
I
my
like
daughter's
that.
idea. Call it
Or
R&B.
since you're using both first names.
So what?
So if you're using both first names, it's R and C instead of R and B. But I like R and B way better.
R&B.
Raymond and Brown. Oh
Raymond and Brown.
Prima,
R&B.
Prima is knocking it out of the park.
That's what she
Prima.
said.
I love it. This will be way better than Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson's song. Oh my god.
Raymond and Breezy.
Raymond and Breezy.
R&B.
Yes. R&B, yes. That would be dope.
That would be fire. They should work together.
I love it.
Somebody said rash and bumps, R&B.
What? What?
The girl is mine. You got eyes, don't you, Zoe? Look at Chris' old pics and current pics. He's on that powder and the pills. But how do I can't look at a person and be like, boy, you on that shit, ain't you? I knowed about it, boy. I know you on that shit because I saw you out there. Now you're null and void.
Seymour, don't act like Judge Mathis. You know, Judge Mathis, everybody come in crackheads.
Yeah, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what an addict looks like.
It's never a right time to say goodbye. Okay, sorry.
But I think they would be a great distraction because that's what entertainment is.
Yeah.
If those guys were to come together and do something massive like that, because I really love the record they did on Chris's album. What's that?
If it's recent,
You gonna be my baby? What's the record, man?
I don't really listen to a lot of
with motherfucking Rick Ross on it. Oh, New Flame. That's what it's
Oh,
called.
it's called New Flame.
That was a great record.
You know all the words. I'm surprised.
New Flame. That's the record. That's what it's called, man. It had Rick on it. Rick was killing. Rick, one of my... See, Moore said New Flame is my ish. If they could do an album with some slappers like that,
okay,
they can win. They can win. No fighting, guys. Hopefully that didn't really happen.
But this happens when you have no guidance. Oh, you see what I did there?
All right.
Okay.
And yeah, I've been meaning to leave. I've been meaning to go.
Well, speaking of that concert, you know, Genuine
Fell off the stage.
fell off the pony.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Listen, get your ass. You should be doing shows just sitting the fuck down now. Because you doing the moving couch centipede. you doing a lot now. You know.
If you were an oldie, stop doing it.
Hey, Tavares, somebody go get Genuine. He done fell off the stage. Go get your Uncle Genuine, Tavares.
Where you go, Daddy? Where?
He fell underneath the stage. Somebody, Tavares, go get your uncle. Ain't yours security.
Oh, Lord.
Just, hey, man.
Say,
let me tell you something, man. My son was 14 years old and caught me slipping and dunked over my back one day. So I'm mad as hell. Motherfucker dunked on me. Knew he dunked on me. I was like, what? You dunking on niggas now?
That's what we doing?
That's what we doing? So I had to play him. So we went one-on-one. And I put the daddy muscle on his ass. And I beat him. I beat him by like 1 or 2. And as soon as I sat down, I was tired as fuck. Marcus King said, you know that's the last time you're going to beat him, right? This nigga was 14. He said, you know you're not going to win no more against him, right? I said, yeah, that's why I'm not finna play him no more.
No,
This is the last game ever. So I was wise enough to know, like, oh, it's over for me. And I'm not saying, I mean, that's genuine. Genuine performing is his bread and butter. So I'm just saying stop doing so much.
Yeah.
I am DJ Cool Rod. You a scrub. Boy, I'll smack the taste out your mouth while you standing in front of your mama in front of the goddamn grocery store, nigga.
Oh my God, with the eggs?
Right in front of your mama, nigga. Slap the fillings right out your mouth.
Ooh.
Boy, got a mouthful of mercury out here talking shit.
Like little Mexican kids with little silver teeth. Little cap.
Oh, Tavares is here. Tavares!
T.
Hey, Tavares is actually here. Hey, Tavares! Hey, Tavares, did I leave my clippers upstairs?
Did you wipe good, Tavares?
Did you wipe? Somebody go help Tavares. He up there by himself. He need help wiping.
He said, go on, check on your brother.
You know Tavares gets his fingers caught.
Did you wash your hands? Get back in there.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. All right. Listen, I really got to go now. Hey,
okay.
But please support my books. All right? This is a real offer going down. Anybody who purchases a book today, all you got to do is email me at vor106@gmail.com and send me a snapshot of your digital receipt that shows that you purchased one of these books, and I will schedule a 1-hour mentorship coaching session with you. And you will get an autographed book along with a personal message. All right?
In the words of my mother, now you can't beat that with a stick.
Tavares, you get that church plate.
You gotta.
You know they got green beans on the church plate. Green beans and green beans and greens.
Sister Johnson make that sweet potato pie. Go give me a piece.
You'll send me $50 if I take my hat off. Here you go.
All right. Hey.
Now send the motherfucking money, goofy motherfucker.
That's wisdom. That's wisdom.
Huh?
That's Cash App right there. His Cash App is Zoetnetter.
And first off, why does a man want to see another man's head? If you're fruity, boy, you deserve a beating. I'm just playing, but that's weird. Isn't that weird? So I will give you money if you show me your head.
I tried that trick one time. But okay, never mind. I'm telling myself.
Listen here, boy. This ain't that kind of party, you understand? Take that shit on down the street now. Like, that's weird.
Tavares, see him out the door.
Hey, Tavares! Who man's is this, Tavares? Is this your man? Hey, Tavares!
Wait. Is this your man?
Hey, Tavares, this is one of your people, Tavares!
Is this your man's on the floor?
Sing it hard. Let me know. You run it. It's weird. It's weird, dog. Asking men to see body parts and offering money.
It's like OnlyFans.
I will give you some money if you show me. Do you have a head fetish?
Ooh, I knew a girl like that back in the day. My mama told me stop hanging around her.
See, my head is beautiful. Do y'all see it? It's clean. It's clean. Beautiful man, dog. Niggas don't know what this is.
That is hilarious.
That was weird.
Wasn't it weird?
No, I just stood by the door and it opened.
Are you serious?
That's
I'm
good.
Not even joking.
I just saw it and it pulled all the way open.
I didn't touch it.
Hey,
And
drop
it
that
just
5-0, dog.
I thought somebody was
Oh,
opening the door.
we was on the air.
Oh, is he on the phone?
We on the air.
Yeah, we on the air.
It's a lot going on today.
Hey, all I'm saying is where the bread at.
Where them dollars at?
A lot of goofies out here. Somebody come get Professor X. I'll be Professor X. All right, look. Zoe got a specific blended moisturizer.
Very, very specific. All right, Alabama.
All right, look, we got to go. Check this out. Everybody hit the like button. Don't forget, tonight, KBLA Talk 1580, the Zoe Williams Voice of Reason show. It's on fire tonight. We got a great, I know he doesn't have $50. Yo, we got a great show lined up tonight. We're going to have a very in-depth discussion. I want everybody to come out and support the same people who are in here now. You know the notification is going to come, so you might have to look it up. We'll be broadcasting live from KBLA Talk 1580. It's going to be on fire tonight. You already know I got the greatest relationship show in the game for radio, and it's turned up. Oh, by the way, May 22nd, The Situation Shift will air your episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your episode will air May 22nd.
Yeah.
The Situation Shift. If you haven't downloaded the Our TV app, you better do it now so you don't miss it. The gang and the crew, they're working on syndicating this thing across the country.
Yes,
So this is going to be fire. Download the Our TV app. All right? The Situationship television show will debut then. Also, May 20th.
yeah.
If you're in the LA area, all you got to do is go to Drobe Stogies. We're doing a relationship roundtable at Drobe Stogies, but also we will premiere episode 1 there.
Yes.
May 20th at Drobe Stogies in Inglewood, California, the legendary Black-owned cigar lounge, the flagship cigar lounge in the city of Inglewood, in the city of Los Angeles. Yo, this is the flagship spot. We will debut. It's going to be the premiere of The Situation Shift right after we do our relationship roundtable with myself and Tony Massey. All right? I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Zoe Williams, I got to go. Got a lot of stuff to do. I'll holler back at y'all next week. Boom.